In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a couple of solar studies in Autodesk Revit. To begin with, I'm going to create a multi-day solar study so that we can see what the shadows look like at a given time of day throughout an entire year. To begin with, I'll set my view to shaded here. Then I am going to adjust my sun settings. So on the ribbon, I will move to the Manage tab. Then in the Settings panel, I will select Additional Settings, then Sun Settings. I'm going to do a multi-day study, so I'll select that option. Then I will select the preset from Multi-Day Solar Study. Next, you can set your location to anywhere in the world by selecting the ellipses button here, and then using the Internet Mapping Service to put in a specific address. Then we can enter in the start and end dates. So I will begin with the beginning of 2021, and I'll have it run to the end of 2021 as well. Then I can select the time of day I would like to see. I'll go ahead and accept 1 o'clock for this one. I can set the time interval. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to 1 day. That will create 365 frames. Then I'm going to turn off the ground plane at level. I already have some topography out here, so I do not need that option. If you have a building that does not have topography, then you can use this option to have something to cast shadows upon. Then I'll go ahead and click OK. We can see the sun applied to the view. Next, I will come down to my view control bar and I will turn shadows on. Next, I will select the sun icon here and select Preview Solar Study. That opens up a play bar up here in my options bar. I can select the play button, and as you can see, it's going to go through all the frames, and we can see the differences in shadows at 1 o'clock at this particular location from January 1st to December 31st. After the preview has completed, I can export this as a video file. I will go to File, then Export, then I'll scroll down to Images and Animations, then Solar Study. I'll go ahead and use all frames. I'll accept 15 frames per second. I could choose a rendered style, but that of course will take much more time. I can include a time and date stamp, so that way as it runs through the different frames, I'll see a readout of what date it is. Then I can go ahead and click OK. Give it a name and indicate where I want it to save, then click Save, and it will generate the video file. For now, I'm going to cancel mine so I can do one more solar study. This time I'm going to do a single day study. So I'll come back up to my additional settings and select sun settings. This time I will do a single day. I can choose what time of year it is, so I'll go ahead and choose the winter solstice for mine. Then I can set my location. Then I can set in my time. I can also select sunrise to sunset, and it will calculate when the sunrise and sunset are at any given date. I'll go ahead and change this to 2021 here, and I'll just accept the date. Then I can decide the time interval. I'm going to set this to 15 minutes, and I will once again turn off my ground plane, then click OK. It's already set to preview. I'll go ahead and click play, and now we can see on this particular date, from sun up to sundown, what the shadows are going to look like at any given time. Once again, I can export this by going to File, Export, Images and Animations, Solar Study. I can go ahead and include the time and date stamp and click OK, and then export this to a video file. That concludes this look at creating solar studies in Autodesk Revit.